Welcome to From the Top, where outstanding young musicians come to play. I'm your host, pianist Peter Dugan. You never know what you're going to hear on our show, and today's episode opens with a first for me personally. In all my years of hosting From the Top, I've never had a chance to introduce you all to an accordion player. Until now. And so, on the squeeze box, we just heard the 16-year-old Maria Telesheva from Eugene, Oregon, perform Bach's Prelude and Fugue in C minor from Book 1 of The Well-Tempered Clavier. Maria is a Jack Kent Cooke young artist. Let's get to know her.
Hello.
Maria, thank you so much for that performance. It was truly a revelation.
Thank you so much.
So the question that I need to ask, of course, is about this amazing instrument. Tell me about what kind of instrument this is. Give me an introduction to this beautiful thing.
Yes, so I play the chromatic B system accordion, and it is a professional model which has buttons instead of keys on the right side. Like traditionally you would see simply piano keys, but on mine it really is just buttons. 120 buttons on the left side and only 106 on the right side. Not that many.
Right, so
Yeah.
226. That is so many more keys than what we have on a piano. You know, like we have 88. And just a reminder to folks at home, Maria can kind of see her right hand a little bit, but she cannot see her left hand at all. It is purely muscle memory and the hand just knowing where to go.
Yes, as a professional, you try your best to just not refer to, like, by looking at your keyboard.
Right.
It should all just be muscle memory.
Yeah.
It's also comprised of 15 registers, which allow me to change the tone of the sound. So I can imitate other instruments. Like, I have a register that is just a piccolo, and another register that is the accordion with piccolo. And then I can also imitate the organ and the bassoon and the oboe and even the clarinet.
And those are all different sets of reeds within the instrument?
Yes, they block and unblock certain reeds when I change the switches.
Right.
And I also have chin switches, which makes them a lot more accessible. So I don't have to take my hands off mid-performance to switch them when they're like right next to my keys. I could just use my chin like this.
Wow. So can we hear a few of these different sounds?
Well, this is the classical accordion. This is the accordion with the piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just the organ.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is a mix of all of them.
Right.
This one.
So what do you call that one?
This one is the bassoon.
Oh, the bassoon.
Mhm, But this is the lowest one on
Right.
the accordion, yeah. And
Wow.
then there's, of course, the bellows, which are like the lungs of the accordion, which help me produce all of the dynamics and articulation. And that's how I am able to get that diminuendo, just by like the force at which I push or pull the bellows.
And do the bellows need to be constantly in motion?
Yes, it doesn't matter how much or how hard you press the buttons,
Right.
you will not make any sound. The bellows
Right.
must be pulled or pushed in order for sound to be made.
And this is just so fascinating to me. How long can you go on one breath, for lack of a better word?
If you're doing it quite slowly, I'd say it also depends on how far your arm can reach.
Oh, right, of
Like,
course, yeah.
I have a little bit of a shorter arm, but I would say maybe 20 seconds even you could reach in just one pull.
Right. So it is kind of similar to a musical phrase that would be sung by a singer with very, very good breath control.
Yeah.
What do you think is most often misunderstood by folks who don't play the accordion?
I think people stereotypically perceive the accordion as an instrument to just play polkas or like maybe in a French cafe, never really what people would refer to as serious music.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's such a versatile instrument. You can play so many genres. You can play anything on the accordion.
Truly.
It has so many possibilities. And that is one of mine and my dad's main goals, is to showcase how versatile the accordion truly is.
Well, let's now share with our listeners a little bit of your biography and how you came to play this magnificent instrument.
I heard my dad playing with various different groups and with many different instruments, and I just saw the true beauty of the accordion and how versatile it is, how much you can do with it. And I really just fell in love with it from a young age. And when I was about 6, I came up to my dad and we had like a tiny little accordion in our living room. And I said, "Hey, Dad, can you teach me how to play this?" At first, he just taught me a few chords. And I picked it up pretty well, and I started progressing, and it just kept going, and now I am where I am today, over here.
Yeah. So your dad, he went from father to teacher to eventually musical duo partner. When did that shift happen in your mind?
I would say right when I started learning, we started playing together. And he was at the same time performing as a solo artist and with other groups. And if it was a gig that was nearby, he would just take me with him. Like I would just come out on stage a couple times and perform with him. But officially, I think we started performing as a duo a few years ago. When I started high school, we went out and performed at a few showcases. And they booked us, and so we were officially a duo that was performing a full program.
And do you come up with your own arrangements?
Yes, there's usually no like sheet music for accordion.
Yeah.
So
right,
we just
right.
sit down and listen to a few versions of the piece we want to arrange, and we just try it out and arrange it as we go.
You also have a YouTube channel.
Yes, so my dad started his YouTube channel years ago, Sergei Telesheva Accordion, and now we post things as a duo, things we record in the studio or from concerts, just everything we do musically.
I happened to watch your performance of Tico Tico.
Oh, yes.
And
yeah.
I very diligently transcribed the part that your father plays. And I've done my best to learn his part so that maybe you and I can play it for accordion and piano. What do you say? Shall we do it?
Of course.
Okay, so this is Tico Tico no Fuba by Zekenia de Abreu. That was Zekenia de Abreu's Tico Tico no Fuba, performed by 16-year-old accordion player Maria Telesheva, with me, Peter Dugan, just trying to keep up on the piano. That was so much fun. Thank you for letting me play with you, Maria, and what a joyful experience it's been to have you on our show.
Yes, thank you so much.
16-year-old accordion player and Jack Kent Cooke young artist Maria Telesheva from Eugene, Oregon.